Hey guys, Glaze here once again with another CT expert video for you today. I first would like to apologize if my voice is a little bit different today as I have a bit of a stuffy nose and a sore throat. However, it's been quite a long time since I've done one of these videos, CT expert. I've just been trying to figure out the best player and map to do it on. So finally I've decided to take a look at K0nfig on Overpass when he put out a 1.44 rating versus NIP, which is just incredible. Let me know in the comments who you would like to see next time for my CT expert segments, as I really do appreciate the feedback you will give to me. But without any more delays, let's get into the K0nfig gameplay. Straight away, I'd like for you to notice how almost every round in this CT side of Overpass, K0nfig will have the job of throwing the monster smoke from T-spawn. If you don't know this smoke, that's absolutely fine. You can check out on my Overpass Essential Smoke video, as that covers it for you on 128 ticks. So in the first round, K0nfig will be going towards heaven and will be playing a more supportive role for this B site. I want you to notice how observant he is, checking the 5-man boost before he drops down from heaven. He will then slowly take short with Lucky, again making sure when taking aggressive space as a CT or a T to have a buddy with you to make sure that you don't get caught off, and also you can get traded if needed. After they've taken all this space, Lucky, K0nfig and BlameF have now got control of Con as well as Water. Then K0nfig feels more than comfortable to rotate off, and also notice again when he's rotating again how observant this player is of the potential of a T being somewhere, always making sure he doesn't get caught off by anything. When K0nfig gets onto the A bomb site to help out Glaze, just watch how confident he is in his positioning and duels he wants to take. I will always say this to everyone: you must be confident in CS to be good at CS. It's as simple as that, okay? If you're not a confident player, then you just simply won't hit your shots or make the right decisions in game. K0nfig will now quickly just pick up a 3k versus Hampus S attacking device. It's just beautiful. Being confident, be confident in your gameplay. I promise you it will be for the best. Going on to the third round now, starting with the monster smoke as standard, then going into heaven, nading off the door, allowing for Lucky to possibly jump spot in this position, getting info, and also allowing him to spam a little bit, trying to possibly hit someone through the wood, maybe get some extra damage on. Much later on in the round, K0nfig will then rotate up to the A site going towards long, as he is a very active player in terms of positions and looking for fights on Astralis. However, he just gets deleted here by Rez, which I find insane. You can just see it from his POV, just instant headshot. I thought this part of the gameplay was a little interesting, as I've never seen this lineup for a monster smoke on the B site before. It could possibly be something to do with his view model. However, because of this, I will show you an even better one that you can use without using a view model lineup at all. So to line the smoke up, you want to get on the corner of this little ledge in pit on the B site, aiming up at the second chimney on the bottom left hand side of it, and just left click throwing while standing up, and that will land perfectly into monster for you. A cool little thing you can do on the B site as well is boost up if you've naded off the door, looking into connector with an AWP. Watch here how K0nfig positions himself after Lucky gets caught off by the AWP in monster. He's making sure to stay close enough to his teammate Zipex on monster before the rotation can come in. Once the rotate in heaven has happened, then Zipex will be able to take short with K0nfig. You'll notice after K0nfig is rotated up to A, how amazing his positioning is behind Dice. He is isolating duels one by one to make sure they cannot be traded. And then also with the last kill on device, after he shot his teammate, he's repositioning and making sure device can't be repeaking. And if he does repeak, K0nfig is there waiting. So in round 7, K0nfig is going to play very similar to how he did in the second round. He's going to be throwing the monster smoke as standard, checking the 5-man boost as well, being very observant of that, and then just holding a flashbang ready for the monster peak possibly, but then also just nading off door, giving it a little bit of a spam. This is kind of a thing you can do almost every round standardly if you're the support rotate player. Just be ready of the flash or monster if needed, and then also nade off door, you can spam it a little bit, allowing for your teammate down there to jump peek. So now going into round 10, just standardly throwing the monster smoke for his team, dropping down, going towards B, and then you see here there's a cool little nade lineup you can do if you back yourself into this corner and aim on this little cross section of the stone slabs on the floor and use a jump for a bind. It will go perfectly into monster, and you'll see K0nfig actually use it here. However, it doesn't hit anyone unfortunately, but you can always try it out. It's a cool little trick you could do. And also you can back up in the same corner K0nfig has just done here and spam the wood as well, and that will hit anyone who's running through monster trying to get short control. Here is actually a really cool little angle I saw K0nfig use in this game versus NIP, which I never really thought of before until I just seen him use it right here. However, it's actually very effective now that I think about it. So his team have mid control and he's able to post up on this tight angle on Dice, because anyone who's going to come around long is going to be clearing towards truck and close right. They aren't going to be watching him or pre-aiming his position, meaning he can get a free 1 or 2 kills. However, no one does come up long this round, so we never get to see it in play. One thing I'd love for you guys to take away from this video is try to do aggressive plays in Overpass. This is a great map where you can really abuse the enemy's control of the map. You can look for aggressive plays like K0nfig did here and got a kill onto Hampus. He just got a kill and was able to fall back without being traded. However, of course, like K0nfig, be observant of where you just came from or where teams could come from to make sure you don't just turn your back to them and run away. Here is a very, very clever play as well from K0nfig. I really suggest you take this into account and try to do it yourself sometimes. Sometimes in Overpass, teams will try fake util in specific areas of the map to try pull rotations from the sites, because Overpass is a very CT-sided map due to the rotations, and because of this, K0nfig wants to get information. So he is pushing forwards after all these util has just come in, and he's like, there's no one here, they're all on B. So he can call for the rotate so his team can be down there ready for the execute. Unfortunately, they do lose around here, but it was a very nice try from K0nfig and the rest of the boys on Astralis. However, I feel they might have gone a little bit too late here, but apart from that, they did a very good job of trying to find the kills. So that was it for the CT Expert video on K0nfig, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. There was a few little tips in there I thought you could find out. So in the way he was playing aggressive, looking for opening kills, re-aggressing, trying to get information, using that smoke, but I showed you different ones, so it's okay. And also the cool nade spam, nading off door, throwing flashes for teammates. It's all good stuff. So really try think what he's doing if you're playing this role on your team and how you can integrate it yourself. As always, guys, it's been Glaze. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.